All right, track wrestling here in Pleasant Hill, Iowa. The Grandview Open with Omi Acosta coming back to Iowa, where you spent some time at Grandview. I think your story is unique. Today I think it's the first time outside of a World Championships that I've heard someone coaching from the corner in Spanish. Can you tell your story, I guess, from the beginning, how you got to Grandview, all the steps along the way?
Okay, I started wrestling in high school. I just moved from the Dominican Republic. I started wrestling in high school, and I went to a really good high school, South Dade High School down in Homestead, Florida. And then I wrestled there under Coach Victor Balmaceda, and then I broke my hand my senior year, so I didn't get any college offers, and I ended up going to a community college in Illinois called Waubonsee Community College. They don't have wrestling anymore, they dropped it. So I went there and I had a really successful career there. I was a JUCO All-American, and then I won nationals. And then that's where Grandview picked me up, and then a lot of people ask me why did I come to Iowa, but I tell people, if people, go to Hollywood to be movie stars, I was like, I might as well go to Iowa and be the best wrestler I could possibly be. So that's why I made the move to Grandview, and it's probably one of the best decisions I ever made in my life.
How old were you when you came over from the Dominican to Florida?
I was 14 years old.
Okay, what was that like for you?
It was pretty hard, English is not my first language, so Spanish is my native tongue, so it was pretty difficult. But wrestling actually was a lot of that really helped me to learn English. I had a lot of teammates, and I used to read a lot of wrestling books and stuff like that, so that really helped me with my English.
If I'm not mistaken, I think you were, the third national champion in Grandview history?
Yes, I am. Yep.
And a ton of them since then. I imagine that when you're trying to build what you're doing down in Georgia, you're probably taking a lot of lessons from what you learned here. What are the most valuable lessons that you learned at Grandview that are helping you now?
I never worry about being, about rankings or worrying about, who's this and who's that. But the thing that I worry about and what I focus on is our effort. If we control how hard we work, then we could, have great goals. And another thing is, I don't worry about, beating the top guy. I just worry about being the best possible coach and trying to get the best wrestlers that we could possibly be, and have my wrestlers be the best version of themselves on and off the mat. Championship lifestyle. So, if I do that, I think, my team is going to be in good standing sometime soon.
How'd you feel about the performance today?
Oh, it was pretty good, man. We drove 13 hours, so, we have to get competition. And one thing that I'm really happy about is that Grandview actually put out their starters out there, for making, such a great tournament. A lot of tournaments that people host, they don't wrestle their best guys there. And I'm glad Grandview threw out their best guys, and we got some really good competition. So now we know where we're at.
So you got an inside look at how things were going when they were being built here. What's it going to take for somebody to rise up and beat Grandview, take that title away? I mean, they were miles ahead of everybody last year. What's it going to take for somebody to get on top in NAIA?
That's each program as a whole has to focus on being the best versions they could possibly be. I think if you focus on recruiting and getting good kids that are going to live the right lifestyle, going to live the championship lifestyle, if you get that going, then you can build something great. But like I said, I don't worry about beating Grandview. Just worry about being the best coach and the best team that could possibly have.
So we got a look here just a few minutes ago at the rematch of the 197-pound national finals last year. You guys came out on top. Dalton Bailey comes out on top in that. What was your take on the match?
It was a great match. That match at the national finals could have gone either way. Kind of like today. We just went out there. We had a better game plan on not rolling so much on the mat, just coming up to our feet. And we actually told him that I want him to go get score a takedown. It didn't happen, but that's what we're working on. We got to take the guy down if we want to really beat him for the next time.
What is it that makes him so tough?
He's one weird guy to wrestle. He's awkward on top. He gets on top, but he's like a leech. He moves with you. He's great on his feet. He's a good guy on bottom and on the mat. So we just got to get him tougher on his feet. And if we do that, we'll be in good standing.